Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. We are once again back in the Thunderdome. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Keep that same energy. You ain't nothing but a fraud. Yo, call him what he is. Liar! Hey, loser, come closer. I'm the exposer. Fake billionaire, your whole empire opposer. You step down, another liar takes the crown. The whole system is a circus. You're just a clown. You drop fake news, sitting high in your tower. Morally bankrupt, just drunk on the power. You're fired. Played your last trump card. No more aces, boy, you're discarded. Look in the mirror, tell me what you see. Big ego crushed, fake reality. We covered in stone, we spell it in the fire. Ready for the truth, call him the liar. Labor of blood on your pride. Island Epstein, secrets you hide. All your crimes buried deep inside. Rotten systems, you're gonna slide. L-I-A-R. Yeah, we see you. L-I-A-R. We don't. Wipe us off the socials, yeah, you're hiding in fear. Trying to silence every voice you don't wanna hear. From the MJ to Diana, yeah, we see how it goes. The system buries light, but the shadow always shows. Illuminati, watch blood in the perjury. You lie, but the mission is Epstein fury. Yeah, round fool, yeah, the records are proof. Now we expose it all, this is April truth. Look in the mirror, tell me what you see. Big ego crushed, fake reality. We carve it in stone, we spell it in the fire. Ready for the truth, call him the liar.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Blood on your pride, all your crimes buried deep inside. Rotten systems, you're gonna slide, hide. L-I-A-R.
Let's go. April 15th.
We don't believe you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show.
13%, that's a failing grade. The world is watching. Liar!
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Thunderdome. We are back. You know what we must do. Let's go ahead and get this show started. We don't got all morning to do the Lord's work. All right. You know what it is. All right. Let's go. Yep.
I'm like the Terminator screaming.
I'll be back.
It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash.
I'm on top of my game, ahead of the class. You can tell I made it. Look at my grass.
Cars in the garage, your tanks full of gas.
I play the game so raw, I won't finish last.
Sitting in my living room screaming, how we made it. This is
That was supposed to happen when you're rich and famous.
the algorithm turned me to a maniac.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 80 Gigs. Let's go.
I got all these numbers on my spreadsheet.
Let's go.
Benjamin Franklin is my bestie.
Good morning,
And if they
Takesha.
use my ex, that mean they left me.
Benjamin Franklin is my bestie.
If they text me, I say it with my chest cause I mean it. Got
Here
a
it
lot of
goes.
confidence and I'm conceited.
Here it goes, ladies and gentlemen.
Call me the master with a new
All right,
whip.
listen to these Zeus haters.
I'ma take
Here
off
it goes, here
in
they go.
spaceship.
I'll tell you what, I haven't
Uh-huh.
gone into Zeus's live in a couple of days.
Drug
That
test.
shit was radical.
Very radical.
It was horrible.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, you've gone.
Listen to that.
Zeus has gone way off the rails.
Oh,
It's like deja vu.
they always say that.
It's like deja vu.
You You look forward to seeing me every morning. I look forward to seeing you.
It's like deja vu.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are back in the Thunderdome. I am your host. I'm your pilot, and you know exactly why we are gathered here once again this Wednesday morning, April 15th. Today is tax day. If you haven't done your taxes, make sure you get out there and do them. All right. But yeah, we're here to do the work it takes to honestly save this country from the evil clutches of Donald J. Trump and his legion of MAGA demons who are hell-bent on trying to destroy the United States of America as we know it, and hell-bent on trying to destroy the world. And we do it one show at a time. Sometimes it's very painful. This is some of the dirtiest work we've ever had to do. And it just never ceases to amaze me. The more we get to know all these people who worship Donald Trump, the more disturbed I truly am. I'm so glad that I'm, saved, sanctified, and full of the Holy Spirit, so to speak, because you got to be prayed up. You really do. Am I right, Takesha? You got to be prayed up when you talk to some of these folks because they come from some of the most they have some of the most bizarre backgrounds I've ever heard in my life. I thought I had it bad, but when you talk to these Trump voters, you can tell they really got something going on upstairs, all right? And so before we get into that, let's take care of some very, very important housekeeping items. For those of you tuning in, this might be your very first time running across someone like myself. I go by the name Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H? Well, it's quite simple. The first H is because I am honest. I am the most honest person on social media, hands down. Seriously. So that's the first H. The second H is because I'm humble. I'm the most humble person on social media, hands down. Right, Little Farmer? I am the Rizzler. If I get it wrong, I'll be the first to apologize. But you all know this. Just because your feelings are hurt, does that mean we owe you an apology on this show? Honestly. Good morning, David. Just because someone's feelings get hurt when we tell them the truth, does that mean that we owe them an apology on this show? Does that mean we owe them an apology on the show? Thank you. All right, W to the chat. Nope. We don't owe you an apology. Most likely it means you need to sit your special behind down and listen to this special broadcast because honestly, there are a lot of people who reach out to me in private and they thank me. They say, Zeus, thank you for saying it how it really is. Thank you for telling it how it really is on your show. All right. Because they don't get to keep up with everything. They just get sound bites and everything like that. And when they hear what we're talking about, they know they're not out there struggling, in isolation. They know there's a lot of people that feel the way that they feel on this show. Right. So that's awesome. But let me get to the last H, ladies and gentlemen. The last H is truly because I am and will always remain, you've guessed it, the most handsome. You see how I did that? Now, many of you know exactly what we do on this show. Like I said earlier, we hold these Trump voters accountable for what they've done to the United States of America. And we do that by highlighting just how much of a bunch of hypocrites they are, right? We bash Donald Trump, but they've somehow I guess when you become a member of the cult, you have to take an oath to fall on the sword for your daddy, no matter what, right? And so what we do is we expose these liars, these hypocrites, these evil and wicked people by simply calling out all of the bad and harmful things their daddy is doing. Their daddy is Donald Trump. And then we get them to give us, why they feel we are wrong, and they can never do it, right? And so yesterday was a great example. We had a demon in the box, and trust me, not one time. This is like the third day in a row, I guess, when you talk to these demons and they just can't answer questions about how they truly feel about their daddy taking advantage of them, taking all of their money, making their lives suffer, making them suffer a lot more, right? Instead, they want to bring up Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and the list just goes on and on. And we got tools for that, right? And so what I'll say is this. Are there any Trump voters out there? Are there any Trump voters out there? Thank you. Thank you, VIP. Are there any Trump voters? If so, do me a favor and leave right now because it's going to get very, very uncomfortable on this show for you. I promise you it will, but get this, you don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
That's a huge W, Zeus. But yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The doors to the Thunderdome, they have officially closed, and I take no responsibility for anybody's feelings who might get hurt. Simon Phoenix, you said that he is talking to me. You want to get up here and explain that real quickly, or do I just have to ask the mods to mute you? I haven't even gotten started with any of the content, and you're already, being a nuisance, so to speak. So do me a favor, Simon, if you don't want to get up here and defend yourself, I'm assuming you're a Zeus hater on a backup account. Just zip it, because the next thing that could happen to you, one of the mods will get you. All right, that's a huge W, Zeus. All right, so that's that. What do I want to start out with, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, there's a commercial out about Donald Trump that has just dropped, and we're gonna go ahead and let that get some airtime on this show, because we don't suppress real facts and real news on this show. We actually give it we give it life so that folks out there understand what's really going on. So if you don't mind, this is called Just Released Their Latest Ad featuring Trump's SA victims, telling their story. So trigger warning. So I think this is necessary, especially in light of the fact that I recently encountered two conservative women? Yeah, it was. The Russian Bear, remember? I was in Wildman 69's live. And Navy Mom. Hey, Navy Mom. I'm back. Hey, why don't you come on over here and explain this video to all of us, since you want to defend Donald Trump and his 40 plus accusers of SA, but you have no problem attacking E. Jean Carroll. You claim she's actually the predator. Isn't this amazing? You got it backwards. And so there's there's not a nice commercial, but it's a commercial that I think the kingdom needs to watch, so that we all understand why we do what we do on this show in terms of holding Donald Trump and his supporters accountable. So let's listen up.
Women, because I am your protector. I want to be your protector. You're not going to be in danger any longer.
I did try and fuck her. She was married. I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Donald Trump shut the door and pushed me up against the wall and bang my head and kissed me. It was so shocking.
Trump leads me to this room, pushes me against the wall, and starts kissing me forcefully.
He pulled me into him. The hands started moving, and they were on the side of my breasts, on my hips, back down to my butt.
Trump suddenly started groping me. He was trying to kiss me, and I'm trying to push him away.
He was sort of touching me all over my body. I pushed him away. He just shoved his tongue in my mouth, started kissing me.
And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
It was not pleasant. It was not welcomed. It was not consensual.
And he put his shoulder against me to hold me against the wall.
I tried to push him. He kept coming back at me.
He was basically overpowering me.
I used my teeth to push his tongue out of my mouth.
I felt sick inside.
He and Jeffrey just kept talking and looking at each other and smiling.
He started putting his hand up my skirt.
Grab him by the pussy. I can do anything.
And he pulled down the tights. That was when it turned serious.
Donald Trump is an adjudicated sexual assaulter.
Donald Trump is a serial sexual predator. He even says it. He's told everybody, this is what I do. Donald Trump says he's going to protect women. He harms women. He sexually assaults women. He has no respect for women.
We cannot elect this man as president.
Anti-Psychopath PAC Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertisement.
There you go. Any questions? Any questions? Yeah, there was a trigger warning there. And I did that in particular. I did that in response to the conservative women that want to continue to come up here and attack E. Jean Carroll and defend Donald Trump. What say ye now? Huh? Has anyone seen Navy Mom? I didn't think so. Who is this? Bob Brown. Yeah, how can I help you?
You just say that you are attacking women? Conservative women? Is it only because they're white?
Where'd you get that from?
Most conservative women are white, aren't they?
You want to turn on your camera so we can have a man-to-man conversation, or you just want to?
No, you're a little freaky, bro. Just answer the question. Why would you attack a woman because she's white? Is that some kind of animalistic shit? Damn.
See, number one, you don't get to cuss on my show. And if you don't know how to behave, I'll take care of you. Now,
That's freaky stuff. That's freaky stuff.
There you go. You don't want to have a serious conversation. And you can tell right there, that's typical Trump voter in his feelings. Didn't I start the show off, ladies and gentlemen? I said they believe it's their mission to fall on the sword for their daddy. I literally played a video that was put together to help illustrate that these are real women who've been impacted by Donald Trump's behavior, harmful behavior. And instead of actually getting up here and talking about that, you want to turn around and play this whole identity politics game. You see, wild man, I don't make it about race. You do. Now you want to bring race into it. I'll tell you what I really think. Yeah, typical suspect. Donald Trump, white guy in America, thinks he's God, thinks he can go around and essay whoever he wants to and then demonize people of color. And then if you call him out on it, oh, you're racist. Oh, Zeus, you're a racist. How am I a racist? A black man in America. How am I a racist, huh? You lack the ability, whoever you were, that was a demon. I don't even want to dignify them by actually acknowledging them as a human. Whoever you are, you lack the ability to actually speak on serious matters in a serious way. Because in a way, you're just like your daddy. You're disgusting, sick, vile, twisted person. And you know what they say? What do they say? Birds of a feather flock together. You ever heard that expression? Every time I see a man or hear a man get on TikTok and defend Donald Trump for what he said and done, I promise you, if I were to ask him, hey, do you think Eric Swalwell is a POS? He would say absolutely. But do you think Donald Trump, who's in the Epstein files, whose name is in the files, he's in the files more times than Jesus' name is in the Bible? And you don't have any energy for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who that demon was. I really don't. Oh, his name was Bob Brown. Bob, watch this. I'll give you one more chance, Bob. What do you want?
I want to know why you're afraid of.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, join me in warming up the lake of fire. Hey, and Mod, you know what to do with them. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in sending that Trump voter who can't control his emotions. Because I played a video helping to get the survivors of Donald Trump's SA to help to get their voices out there so that they can actually get their due, their just due. Join me in sending Bob straight to you-know-where. Straight to hell with gasoline draws on. They can't handle it. They really can't.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
W Zeus. Hey Bob, thank you. Yeah, I didn't make the video. These are Donald. This is what Donald Trump started. And if you need anything else, Bob, just listen to this.
If you're not happy,
hold on, Bob. If you think I'm making it up, then explain this. Hold on.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Yeah, you hear that?
What's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I...
Guilty. All right. What else do I want to talk about next, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, Bob, you're going to love this. So we got a Trump voter who's gone bad on Donald Trump because he thinks he's Jesus. And so I think this is an important video to watch, all right? Because when you get MAGA, his name is Matt Day of Congress from Georgia. It's amazing when MAGA all of a sudden comes to their senses about how demented their daddy, their dear leader really is. All right. And so we're going to listen to this Trump supporter crash out on Donald Trump depicting himself as Jesus. All right. So bear with me. Bob, buckle up.
I've had your back just like a man's supposed to have your back, brother. I did. Mr. President, I don't know how I can keep defending you. I don't know how I can keep defending you as a Christian, man. I'm running for Congress, but I'm running because I'm trying to help these people in poverty. I'm trying to help these people who are struggling. Man, I'm trying to make real change. Jesus Christ said he come for the people who was sick, not the people who thought they had it all together. What you posted today was wrong. You've been talking junk to the Pope. That's one thing. You troll everybody that you can on social media. That's another thing. But when you make fun of Jesus Christ, don't say you didn't know because you did know. Don't say you didn't because you knew. And if you don't know who Jesus Christ is, I'll sit down and I'll show you. We'll have a 2-hour conversation about it. I'm going to be a Matt Day. I'm going to be somebody who don't talk, and I just make actions. Mr. Trump, man, I loved you. I loved you like one of your kids loved you.
Hold on. See, this is cognitive dissonance on display right here. This guy really thought he could love a demon, love the devil, and the devil was going to yield good fruit. This is why shows like this are very important, because as much as I don't want to talk about racism, as much as I don't want to talk about things like religion, I understand very clearly a lot of you think you're going to heaven, but you must not be reading the Bible, because you can't serve two masters. And so this is another example of the consequences that anybody who supports the devil on one end and claims to be a Christian on the other end, this is a good illustration of how you will end up. And by the way, I don't endorse any of the rhetoric in this video, but just listen to how crazy these folks sound.
My God, you making fun of there. You already got these Jews.
What?
And this is, you can say I'm anti-Semitic for this.
What?
But when the president makes posts about black people being monkeys, nothing happens. But if we say one thing about Jewish control in this country, we're automatically going against the law. Then
it's the perpetual victim. You know, they talk about this Willie Lynch syndrome in the black community. You know what I'm talking about, where you can basically have a generation of people, you know, basically being self-refueling slaves, so to speak, as a result of the impact of slavery, right? But it's just incredible how this man right here, somehow in the middle of all of this, has painted himself as a victim without him being able to see he literally created these conditions for himself by voting for Donald Trump. This is what we were talking about yesterday, Vegas, when we were trying to explain to you that you were in a cult. He's another example of someone who's clearly in a cult, but can't see it. He's that far gone.
Anti-Semitic. You got us in wars, man. I got 3 kids in high school. One's about to graduate. Guess what he gets to do? Look at this new thing that where they might get possibly drafted again for this new world war that we got coming on the horizon.
World War.
What the hell, man?
Oh. What the heck? He about to cry.
You ain't too big of a man to get on your knees and apologize in prayer for what you just done. You ain't too big of a man to hold a press conference at 9 o'clock at night and apologize to what's supposed to be this one nation under God for what you just done. You don't apologize. And don't worry, I'm not going to be Massey. I'm not going to be Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm not going to be any of these other people. I'm going to be a simple congressional candidate that's running to help people, to be their voice. That's who I'm going to be. I'm still going to love you, but you're going to bring harm on our country if you don't repent for what you just done. Mark my words.
Wow.
And that, what you just done, was just as big a threat as what Venezuela was doing, as what Iran was doing. We're sick of other countries controlling our politicians. And I'm going to go fight it. You can either fight it, or I'm going to fulfill your promise for you, and I'm going to drain the swamp. Y'all said thank you for going to Southwest Georgia and Middle Georgia to helping. That's what the White House told me. Thank you for going. Thank you for giving up a race you could have won to go over here to make a real difference, to try to help win the governor's seat, the Senate seat, and to help other politicians. Well, I was trying to help you. You, sir, you just need to repent, because that was blasphemous. America, we know the president more than likely will not repent, because he's never had to repent or say, I'm sorry. You better pray that we got enough prayers to repent for him.
Oh, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Any questions? Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? He's almost there. But as you can see, he's still spiritually conflicted. He doesn't recognize that it is his behavior, his decision. W. Kabira, thank you for rizzing up the live. It is his behavior, it is his decision that has him in this particular situation. Remember, Matt, when Donald Trump won and he, quote, beat Kamala, he came, I have a mandate. And he said that you guys would be, remember he said you guys would be winning like you wouldn't believe. I think I have the audio of the promises he made for you, right? I love playing this to MAGA, all right? Hold on. I love playing it to him because you can just see he still is struggling.
You're going to be so proud of your country if I get in. You're going to be so proud of your president, and I don't care about that. But you are going to be so proud of your country because we're going to turn it around and we're going to start winning again. We're going to win so much. We're going to win at every level. We're going to win economically. We're going to win with the economy. We're going to win with military. We're going to win with health care and for our veterans. We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much.
You know what I listen for when that happens, ladies and gentlemen? You know what I actually do? I listen to the people who are actually cheering in the background. And I say, wow, these folks are literally cheering for their own destruction. They don't even know it. But they'll be the first ones to get in the box and tell you that, oh, I'm a good person. I'm a Christian. No, you're not. You're not Christians. I promise you. Every single one of you out there who support Donald Trump, especially at this point, you're not a Christian in terms of someone that is a believer in Jesus Christ, being your Lord and Savior. Absolutely not, because the warning signs are there the entire time. We had a Trump voter on the show the other day, and I think, Nutty, you were there too. Jim, you were there, and I think we know who she was. Which commandment hasn't Donald Trump broken? And not only has he broken it, but proudly broken. The man is a liar. And a liar is honestly the most dangerous thing you could possibly be. The most dangerous thing you could possibly be, as far as I'm concerned, is a liar. A thief, they'll take your property, that's that. But a liar, they try to actually steal your reality. If you steal someone's reality, you could take their property, you could take their wife, you could take everything, right? And he is a master at lying. Truly, truly evil and wicked person. And every single one of you that was in that church, when Don Lemon went to that church in Minnesota and they had their heads bowed, I said, wow, that's what being a real demonic, organization looks like. You literally got these folks going in, toting the book. I won't even refer to it as a Bible because I doubt they've read it. Toting it in there, bowing their heads and just praising and worshiping the devil. In the name of being America first. No, you're not. You're going straight to hell. So the next thing I want to do, ladies and gentlemen, is, it's amazing Donald Trump has other Republicans doing just some of the things you never thought you would see. Who is this? Dan Muser. He is backing Trump. He's backing Donald Trump in his feud with the Pope. All right. And just listen to the excuses. Just listen to the excuses other mortal men, I call them, listen to the excuses other mortal men make to justify supporting Donald Trump. You watch this stuff and I say, I don't even want anybody supporting me at this level. Honestly, because if I am wrong, please, I need to be corrected. No one should follow somebody all the way to hell like this. All right. But this is what MAGA does, ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly what MAGA does. TMZ caught him.
I wanted to ask you about the Pope and the President. Huh? They're having a fairly, public beef right now.
Yeah.
Whose side are you on?
Oh, when it comes to religion, I'm on the Pope's side. When it comes to policy, I'm on the president's side.
Stop right there. Did you hear what he just said? Y'all heard what he said? Listen to catch this again.
When it comes to religion, I'm on the Pope's side. When it comes to policy, I'm on the president's side.
Those are what I consider famous last words, right? He's going to lift up his eyes in hell, right?
Silence, you MAGA demon.
And he's going to go, how did I get here? And the good Lord's going to play this part right back to him.
When it comes to religion, I'm on the Pope's side. When it comes to policy, I'm on the president's side.
Wow.
Moment when they're going at each other, sort of questioning each other in a way.
Yeah.
WVIP.
How do you think about?
Yeah, you're right. You cannot serve two masters. If you read your Bible, you ran across that scripture before. So the reason he's going to end up in hell is because that's how the devil manipulated him into believing he could actually get behind Jeffrey Epstein. I don't even separate Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein anymore. All right. I actually think Donald Trump is worse because Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, they basically are identical, but Trump is now in the White House and has the ability to inflict harm on a global level. So he's, in my opinion, a lot worse. They did the same thing. All right. But he's actually in the White House promoting it and pushing it out here onto the innocent people, harming children still. So he's worse than Jeffrey Epstein. And you cannot support both Donald Trump and Jesus. You can't do it. And Donald Trump knows it. That's why he had to make that photo of himself as Jesus, because he knows. Hold on, bear. Look at that. The devil trying to steal right now, ladies and gentlemen. But don't worry. We get it back. We get it back. Don't worry. We get it back. Hold on. We get it right back. The devil trying to steal. But we ain't going to let him. There we go.
When it comes to religion, I'm on the Pope's side. When it comes to
Thank you, VIP.
policy, I'm on the president's side.
Good answer. I mean, so in this current moment when they're going at each other, sort of questioning each other in a way.
Yeah.
How do you think about that? Do you?
Look, I respect the Pope. I'm Catholic. I do think the Pope ought to stay in his own lane.
Wow.
And perhaps the president should stay in his lane. The Pope is stating things that peace, but not peace through strength. You know what? What if we did that in World War II? Where would that have gotten us?
Right.
Okay? So I don't think, and as well, did the Pope say anything about the Iranians murdering, massacring 50,000 of their own people just a couple of months ago? I don't remember him saying anything.
Okay, so this is another situation, right? This is why I love it when Trump voters start getting on my show, or you hear them on other people's platforms talking about how they're there to help the Iranian people because the regime in Iran is so harmful. But you sit there, you ask them, well, are you aware that the Trump administration has literally cut a lot of research funding that is actually supposed to go towards helping children, helping mothers? Are you aware of the funding that's been cut, to try to help get cures for cancer and stuff like that? Do you understand that he is literally causing Americans in the United States to suffer and lose their life because they're not able to afford getting treatment now? Are you aware that a lot of people no longer can afford health insurance? And yeah, they're passing away because the bills are just too much. They can't do that. He's cutting food stamp benefits. All right. As much as you think it's a liberal thing, a lot of people are going to end up perishing because of that. He's not giving FEMA the money they need to actually help people recover from natural disasters. Americans are literally suffering right here as a result of policies he is pushing. But your special behinds, your mind says, oh, ignore that and let's go help the people in Iran. And then you wonder why people like me, Big Zeus, are on you like white on rice. That's a W, Zeus. Again, this is cognitive dissonance.
Massacring 50,000 of their own people just a couple of months ago? I don't remember him saying anything about that. Maybe he did, but I don't remember him saying anything about that.
It's a pretty unique situation,
and you know
isn't
what? And things like that aggravate the president. The president is not a politician. The president is
is not the guy that's going to say all the things that everybody wants him to say.
He is a politician. Hello. He's been in politics for at least 10 years since we've seen him. He's been in. See, this is another lie.
He's going to call like he sees them, whether it's me, whether it's the guy down the street, whether it's the lady delivering DoorDash, whether it's the Pope.
But do you think an American Pope should be calling out an American president if he feels
I don't know if he was calling him out. He disagreed with his position on primarily the war effort in Iran. But he took one side, okay? In my view, from what I saw, he took a side that showed that kind of like a bias towards a terrorist state. That's curious.
How do you get peace between the two of those
Maybe he should
men?
have the broader view. But you know what? That's not the Pope's role. Right? His role is peace, goodwill towards men, tranquility.
What?
Goodness. That's great. But you know what? That's not what a president's role is.
Oh.
The president's role is protect the interests of the United States of America.
Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Wow.
Cheers, guys.
Wow. I mean, and walks right back into his demonic layer. It's a demonic layer. It's a demonic layer. And see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, MAGA. That sounded really good, right? That sounds enough. That sounds like enough for you to go, maybe being a devil worshiper isn't so bad. W. Rick. And accurately so, this is how, once again, a lot of folks who claim to be Christian end up getting the first class trip straight to hell because they have itching ears and they're listening to, they know the right thing to say, they know what's right, but when it comes down to actually saying, all right, let me do the right thing right now because my soul is on the line, they'll turn around and then they'll make an excuse for it, right? Oh, the Pope's role is peace. This and that. Okay, let's just say it is peace. Well, clearly part of, achieving peace means you got to talk to the people who are out here causing division, AKA Donald Trump. And yet, as soon as the Pope starts to confront the people out here who are sowing discord, causing division, all right, as soon as the Pope starts to do his job and confronts your daddy, your dear leader, you all of a sudden start crying out saying, oh, the Pope is out of bounds. The Pope is out of line. I'll give you another example. Look at this guy. You know who he is. And we're going to send him straight to hell. We'll go ahead. Tom Homan, this is him this morning.
I'm Catholic.
Defending his daddy.
First communion, confirmation. I love the Catholic Church. I just wish they stick to fixing the church because there's issues. I know because I'm a member.
Wow.
And stay out of politics. I mean, I watched the Cardinals get interviewed in 60 Minutes. They don't understand. They think the Trump policy is inhumane and ICE is a rogue agency. President Trump has illegal immigration down 97%. When 97% less people are coming, how many women aren't being raped making that journey by the cartels? How many women and children aren't being sex trafficked? How many people aren't dying making that journey? Over 4,000 died during the Biden administration, historic record. 250,000 Americans dead from fentanyl, historic record. Secure border saves lives. A secure border is the most humane thing we can do. With an open border, the most vulnerable people in the world are going to give their life savings to the cartels, make that dangerous journey. I wish they sit down with me and hear my experiences the last 40 years. Maybe they understand why a secure border saves lives. A secure border is the most humane thing this country can do. I'm a lifelong Catholic.
And they start, I'm a lifelong Catholic. And then everything goes downhill. Tom Homan, we saw what you did with your criminal behind. We know you can be bought. We know Tom Homan can be bought. And we know that when we listen to you act as if the most dangerous thing in this country are people coming in through the border, it really is an insult considering what we just witnessed a few months ago when we saw your ICE thugs, and even to this day, running around terrorizing everyday Americans. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's with great honor that I do this. Once again, we have Trump voters out there demonstrating in 4K. They literally demonstrate this in 4K. They have no problem worshiping Donald Trump and abandoning their professed faith in Jesus Christ. And so because of that, we're not falling for it. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in warming up the lake of fire and sending these demons where they belong, rightfully so, straight to hell. And what is this right here, ladies and gentlemen? Oh yeah, let's see. We have, oh my gosh, W. Castro. We have more demonic evidence of, we got more demonic evidence, and so, every time I've talked about January 6th, there was my thing that I used to talk about when I brought up January 6th. I used to say, the Secret Service, they went in to meet with Donald Trump, and they said, "Sir, don't go to the Capitol. These folks are dangerous out there." Talking about his supporters, they got, mace. I call it demon spray, right? You take a little orange dye, this and that. But, they brought weapons, pew, chains, bats. They brought all of this. And then Donald Trump said, "You know what? Take me there," right? So we know what the demon needs. But, and somebody mentioned it in the chat, but this is something that I've never thought I would hear in my life. Apparently, the demon in the White House believes drinking orange soda. Did you hear this? He believes drinking orange soda cures cancer. Did you hear this, ladies and gentlemen? I said, oh my goodness, you can't make this stuff up. All right. This is Dr. Oz telling Don Jr. that his dad told him he got to drink the orange soda because it cures cancer. All right. I mean, you literally can't make this stuff up, folks. Literally, you can't. All right. Let's go.
He'll pepper. Bobby and I usually go to the meetings together. So he'll first start off with, candy bars, that little candy jar he'll call it. He'll hit the red button. Yeah. And then comes the diet soda pops, which is, your dad argues that diet soda is good for him because it kills grass. It's poured on grass, so therefore it must kill cancer cells inside the body. So he'll try to, please. I'm not even going to argue this right now. We were on Air Force One the other day, and I walk in there because he wants to talk about something, and he's got an orange soft drink on his desk.
Fanta. He drinks Fanta.
That's what I didn't want to say the brand name on the podcast. He's got Fanta on the desk, and I say, "Are you kidding me?" So he starts to sheepishly grin. He goes, "This stuff's good for me. It kills cancer cells." And then he tells me it's fresh squeezed. So how bad could it be for you?
Okay. But then maybe he's onto something, because I will say this. I know a lot of guys pushing 80.
Mm-hmm. There you go, right there. Maybe he's onto something. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, and they joke about it, but this is how he thinks. I mean, even if he's joking, the problem is he takes the joke too far, because he actually does drink the soda as if it does do what he is joking about. And it's amazing how a lot of you Trump voters always can come up here and they'll say, Zeus, he was, because they always think they're like the dog. There's Caesar. Remember Caesar? He's the dog whisperer. You got these folks out here. They claim they're MAGA whisperers, right? They're going to come up here and tell us what we just heard. They're going to tell us what it means. I don't need you to interpret it. I can see it on my own. I see his behavior. I can tell he's conflicted. He's demented. I see him looking unhealthy, not being able to stay on topic, walk. He can't even walk straight, right? So I'm listening to this and I'm going, wow, this is next level demonic work right here. And actually, I don't drink soda to begin with, but every now and then I don't mind having orange soda. But I just think Donald Trump ruined orange soda for me, right? And so, ladies and gentlemen, join me in warming up the lake of fire, all right? Because here's the thing. A lot of you Trump voters, you think there's going to be orange soda when you get to hell. Will there be orange soda when you get to hell? Absolutely not. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in sending Donald Trump straight to hell for his claim that orange soda cures cancer. Unbelievable.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
All right, that's a huge W, Zeus. All right, there you go. Oh my gosh, Miss Renee, thank you. All right, what else do we got? Okay. Oh yeah. So he had a Fox News interview this morning. Donald Trump did, and he says, let's see. Okay, I think this is something. He's talking about the midterms, and he's saying he's not worried about losing the midterms. All right, let's see if this has any value to it. All right, let's see if we can get inside of his brain for a quick second, and just see if he's able to tell the truth once for once in his life.
About the midterms, do you expect the Republicans to lose seats in the House, and what does that mean for your agenda?
Well, I just left with Mike Johnson and some great people, some great congressmen and women, and in the Oval Office. I think we're going to do good. Now, with that being said, when somebody gets elected president, that party always loses the midterms. I don't know why. I don't know why. Nobody can explain it. I ask people that are deep into the psychological world, I said, why is it that
he said he asked people that are deep into the psychological world. What?
I ask people that are deep into the psychological world, I said, why is it that a voter votes for the opposite party? Even when you have a good president, I think I had the greatest year, the greatest opening year. I've read the greatest, look, I ended 8 wars. A 9th is coming. But I ended...
He ended 8 wars, but started a war with Iran. Well, why not just end the war before it starts with Iran?
8 wars. Nobody's ever ended 1 war. Who's ended one? Nobody. I ended 8. We have the biggest tax cuts ever. We have the biggest regulation cuts ever. The greatest economy ever, pretty much including the fact that I took a detour into Iran in order to stop something that could have destroyed the world, right?
Wow.
But even when you have a great president, they tend to lose the midterms. It doesn't make sense to me, so we're going to try turning it around. You know, in 50 years, I guess the president, the party with the president, has won twice. Why that happens, I don't know. We are really working hard to turn that around. We've had the greatest year in the history of the presidency, first year, and we should be giving credit. Look at the border. So we had a border that was an open civ. You covered it better than anybody.
What?
So is that the message for voters going into the midterm elections? The border.
Yeah, I should get credit. I think we should. Well, I think we have to bring it back to talk. We don't need help on the border. But, you know, I built over 1,000 miles of wall.
Look at him.
We have to talk about it.
Whoa.
Because we should be given credit for having taken this disaster where people were criminals, were coming in from all over the world and pouring into our country. The worst thing, it's the worst thing that's ever happened. It was like an invasion. And we should be giving Maria credit for it. So I'm going to be talking about it.
I mean, what more evidence do we need to see, ladies and gentlemen, that he's clearly over the barrel right now? He has really nothing to run on. He's underwater on this very issue. He's underwater on immigration. He's underwater on the economy. He's underwater on foreign policy. But yet and still, he will go to his favorite news network, Fox News, and lie. Even Maria was throwing questions at him that he literally knew he had no defense for. The man's presidency is going to go down in American history as the worst presidency of any American president. And actually, I think they're going to put an asterisk next to it. You know how they did Barry Bonds, right? You know, performance enhancing. I think they're going to do the same thing with him. They're going to go, not only did he have the worst presidency in the history of the United States, but they're going to put an asterisk next to it because they're going to go, and he had the worst cognitive abilities of any president. We've never seen anything like this. This is honestly the most demonic and dangerous person we've ever had in the White House. And so for that, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and do the honors. Let me go ahead and warm up this lake of fire. Hey, Bob. I don't know if you're still here, Bob, or any of you Trump voters, actually. But I'm going to send your daddy straight to hell once again because unlike you, I have the ability to call him out for being just a sick and evil and wicked person. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in sending him straight to hell. Warm it up. Warm it up, warm it up, warm it up. Come on.
Silence, you MAGA David.
That's a huge W, Zeus. Oh, yes, W Rick. By the way, people say, you know, Zeus, they go, Zeus, I don't have any ability to actually send gifts to you on your show. What else can I do? I say, you know what? The best thing and the most easiest thing to do is this. Whenever I post a video, just share it. All right, just share the videos. Don't even, just share them. All right, because trust me, when those Trump voters see the video and they see Big Zeus W Dolphin, when you got to understand, just my presence alone causes these folks, ladies and gentlemen, W Kabira, Just my presence alone. Your presence too, because a lot of them, they know you through me, all right? And you know what I say? I'm not the cult leader, all right? Seriously, we have a cult leader, if you want to call it that, and she knows who she is, right? But I'm just the person that just happens to be in the way. But when you share a video and they see it's Big Zeus, these folks literally crash out. They refuse to talk to us because they know that we've outmaneuvered them on every level when it comes to who their daddy is. They don't have unlike them, I can actually be reasonable, right? And that's why I tell a lot of them, I'm actually the nicer of all the people on this app, because I don't mind actually trying to have a serious conversation and maybe be able to break through. But every time we try to do this exercise with MAGA, it turns into them being childish, right? I promise you, I've watched a lot of creators on TikTok, and I've had a lot of them on my show. It is impossible. Mark, it is really impossible to have a serious conversation with a Trump voter. And that's just where we're at here in the United States right now. And in no other setting is that acceptable. You can't go into any professional setting, and when they start talking to you about your metrics and your performance, you cannot get away with the blame game. You know what that will translate to. You know how this works. So why even try it on social media? Why try it, when no one can really hold you accountable? But people are listening and they're going, yeah, this is why we're not voting Republican anymore. You saw that yesterday at the Turning Point event. Did you see the Turning Point event and the record low attendance? Marissa. You can't. Me and Maverick have clashed. And she's not a Democrat, but she is totally right. There's nothing we can say or do to them to wake a lot of you voters up. And I used to be a lot nicer. They say, Zeus, why do you do the Lake of Fire? A lot of you who've been following me on this app, I didn't have the Lake of Fire when I first started. It was just literally me genuinely trying to have conversations. If I'm wrong, I don't mind going, hey, okay, that's information I didn't know, and I'll go look into it. I don't mind doing that. That's how you get better, right? I don't want to be a person that loses, because, I've played basketball before. I don't want to be the loser and then spend the whole offseason, so to speak, crying about how unfair the refs were. That's not how you get better. You got to go and figure out what it takes to actually elevate your game and learn how to play the game a lot better. But what we're seeing with MAGA, it's the same party. Oh, they don't like participation trophies, but they sure do be standing in line trying to get one, don't they? They want to get a participation trophy for everything. And this is the problem in America right now. Oh, why are all the jobs going over to these people that are coming into the country, immigrants, right? Well, you ask them, especially Blaga. This is my issue with Blaga. Why don't you just go to school and learn a profession that actually is a challenging one, right? And in particular, the STEM fields. Oh, what is that, Zeus? STEM, you don't know anything about it, right? How far did you get in your pursuit of higher level learning when it comes to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics? They start scratching their head. So this is what we're dealing with in America. They want us to give them high-paying jobs to do jobs that they know they're not qualified for. So instead of going and learning how to be qualified for those positions, they'll turn around and get in a chair and get on social media and start trying to demonize whatever group of people they want, including women. It doesn't work like that. It's totally unacceptable. It's evil and it's vile. And unfortunately, on this show, losers don't get rewarded with W's. W Zeus. No, because a lot of us have actually had to put in the work to get to where we're at right now. All right. And trust me, it's very humiliating to have to go take a test, get an F, right? Take a test, get an F, get a grade you didn't want, and then sit there and go, oh, you mean to tell me I got to go back and learn something again? I thought I learned everything. It's very difficult for you to sit down and listen to your significant other. I know I'm talking to somebody out there. It's very difficult for you to sit down, talk to your significant other, and she tells you, I think you're a terrible person. and you start, oh, well, I do this for you, I do that for you. How dare you say this? You are ungrateful. See, you spend it because you do not have the ability to see who you truly are. It's amazing. It's amazing a lot of you don't have this ability, but you brand yourselves as intelligent. Even Donald Trump doesn't have the ability to see who he is. He really doesn't. Because if he did, I promise you, he wouldn't be doing half of the stuff he's been doing. This man is so far gone, and you all think it's acceptable to behave and act as if you can get away with what he's getting away with. And honestly, outside of the world that he's in, it is totally unacceptable. That's a huge W, Zeus. And yeah, it's self-awareness, and it's an ability that you literally have to train yourself to be able to detect it, right? So the writing is on the wall. Oh, how do I know I'm in a cult? Well, first it was just folks like Zeus saying, you're in a cult, right? Don't follow no human being to the ends of the earth. You shouldn't be doing that, number one. But then when we tell you you're in a cult, there's nothing in your head that says, what would make not just Zeus say that, but all these other people think that, right? You don't have the ability to do that and say, am I doing something that's giving that impression to people? You don't have the ability. And then it escalates, right? The biggest problem right now is you are seeing alliances form in places you never thought you would see alliances form. When you have Candace Owens, Megyn Kelly, Alex Jones, literally aligning with us on certain things about your dear leader, that's newsflash. Newsflash. Because we should not be on the same page. When the president is attacking the Pope, newsflash, whoa, how did we end up in this space? Marriage is falling apart. How's all this damnation and destruction happening? I get it. Some people, it's one thing if it's an isolated incident, but when you got so many things just coming back to back to back, your children, they don't even want to come say hi to you anymore. They haven't talked to you in years. You got all that stuff going on. They're watching. Your brother and your sisters, they don't want to talk to you because you've just turned out to be an unrecognizable, terrible person, all on behalf of your daddy. And then the last thing, and this is what gets me, Bob didn't like it when I brought it up. When you see other women who've been SA'd coming out and speaking out, you turned around and attacked. And that's the worst of the worst, all right? That's why I say this, ladies and gentlemen, somebody got to go to hell, W. Zeus. All right, let's open up the boxes, ladies and gentlemen. Enough of me talking. It's time to hear from all of you. Who do we got? Good morning, Dolphin. Good morning, Dolphin. How can we help you this lovely...
Woo, sorry.
Yes, good morning.
I was listening to music already.
Oh, don't worry, don't worry.
You know me, I love my music.
Yeah. What are you listening to?
Valhalla Calling. Check this out.
Hey. W Dolphin. Okay, I get it. Well, I'm so glad you made it to the show this morning. What do you got for us?
Ooh, did you see the post that he posted today?
What did he post today?
Ooh, he said, and I quote, that China's going to be so happy that he is permanently opening the Strait of Hormuz. He did it for them and the world.
He said that?
Yeah, it's on his own True Social right now.
I think I saw something like that. Hold on, let me go back to that. See.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
If they're blockading and then they're blockading the blockade, how's it open?
Well, you know what? Let me go. I like to go and look at what he wrote first, all right? But
guys for saying you guys like my haircut.
All right, W for Dolphin's haircut. Let me see what he wrote. Oh, okay. He says, China is very happy. Okay, I think I saw this. Yeah, that I'm permanently opening the Strait of Hormuz. I'm doing it for them, also the world. This situation will Never happen again. They agreed to not send weapons to Iran. President Xi will give me a big fat hug when I get there in a few weeks. We are working together smartly and very well. Doesn't that beat fighting? But remember, we are very good at fighting if we have to. Far better than anyone else. President Donald J. Trump. So what that to me, Dolphin, honestly, it sounds like
Market manipulation again?
well, definitely market manipulation, but maybe he's trying to basically say the United States has began the process of trying to reopen the strait. This is how it looks to me, and he's trying to make it seem like it was all part of the plan, but we all know it wasn't part of the plan. And the question I have is, how much is this going to cost us? Uh, are people's lives going to be placed in danger? And what is China's reaction going to be to this? Because I would imagine, I think I looked into some of the things. China had very strong language, at least in terms of the United States stopping them from being able to import whether it's the oil or the other things that they get from Iran through the strait. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. But one thing I don't do, I never trust Donald Trump. I never trust him. And this thing could change at any moment. This man is an unstable person. He does not have the ability, I think, to negotiate. He doesn't have the ability to negotiate. Look at that. Yeah.
Unstable much? I took this photo from his Untrue Social. The day that the Artemis 2 splashed down, he put Trump Tower on the friggin' moon.
See what I'm saying? I saw that one. Yeah. What do you think about that?
And now, hey, Kingdom, I need to get your you know your view on this, because I would love Zeus to make this his new profile pic, because once he changed it, he was like, oh, does this look better? Does this look better?
Look at my features. Don't do that. Dolphin, be careful out there. Handsomeism, you see that? Nutty, you see that? I might have to take you up on that offer. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all, to be quite honest, though.
It's a profile. Look, that's some shit.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, thank you, Dolphin. I really appreciate it.
You know I love you.
Yeah.
You know I love your mom. I'm sorry I said the S word, Mom.
Okay, it's okay. You're fine, Dolphin. But as always, thank you so much. And I did get your Cash App the other day. All right, thank you.
Oh, and Takesha, next woman, you better be in here. I hit that Cash App yesterday while you were on the panel, so this way you can rub it in dude's face.
Oh.
But you didn't rub it in dude's face.
Who? Oh, you hit Takesha's Cash App? Hey, man, praise
I
God.
did. She was on the panel, and I was like, I hit that Cash App.
Thank you. See, that's what we do. I love it. I love it, Dolphin. See, you're an amazing person, Dolphin. Thank you so much. Everything else is fine, though, seriously?
Yeah, for the last 3 days, I've actually woken up in zero pain.
Hey, what more can you ask for? That's honestly a blessing. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, let's give beautiful Dolphin a round of applause. Thank you. I appreciate
the Kingdom's opinion on the new profile pic I chose to take for you, and to tell you that apparently China's going to be happy that we are opening up the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah. They don't have to pay, right? They don't have to pay. It looks like the United States is once again on the hook for more reckless and irresponsible policies that the Trump administration is putting out. Go figure. I'm not impressed.
What I find funny, though, also, Zeus, is the deal that they're coming up with. They got rid of Obama's deal because he is so damn jelly.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Obama got him one time and made everybody laugh at him. Well, it's not like they made everybody laugh at him.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, he's not. Everybody's been laughing at Trump, right?
Yeah,
not just him, his supporters too, but it's the fact that Obama was a black man that did it. That sent a lot of people over the edge. And when they say Obama was the most divisive president, I have yet to hear a solid answer as to how he was the most divisive president. I've never got a clear explanation for that. I'm willing to
all
learn.
I hear is he was the great divider.
Mm-hmm.
Why? He gave money to Iran. No, that was literally part of the JCPOA.
Yeah.
They don't know anything. But what I was gonna say is, did you hear that they're like, yeah, we don't we told them, yeah, we don't want you to like make nuclear weapons for like 20 years, and Iran was like, yeah, we'll go like 5.
Yeah.
We had it to where they weren't at all at one point. So Trump is going to try to take the 1 to 5 year and opening the Strait of Hormuz for a win.
Yeah. Yeah.
And MAGA are gonna be like, look, he did it, and we're gonna be like, did he though?
Nope. He's not a good negotiator. I can't think of one thing Donald Trump has done that's actually demonstrated he's really good at negotiating, or actually done anything that actually helps America. I'm gonna be honest with you. And this lie that people are going to get bigger tax returns, it needs to stop immediately, because what good is a big tax return, honestly, when the cost of everything has gone up way more than you got back in your taxes?
Yeah, you literally already spent that in Paris.
It's really the money he's already
Back
taken from you if you think about it. And it's probably not even all of it.
Well, I think we spent like $1,700 more this year in regards to tariffs and everything being raised.
And that's on average, right? But most people, especially if you're limited income, right? Like one guy we know who's a MAGA. Yeah. How are you going to make... Never mind. You know what I'm saying, Dolphin. But listen, thank you so much. All right. We're going to try to get some of your friends in.
All right. Drop me down. Let me wean myself out. Okay?
All right. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm doing. Thank you so much, Dolphin. I appreciate ya. Oh, my goodness. You see how it's what we do on this show, ladies and gentlemen. We spread love. We don't spread hate on this show. We honestly, we're a loving group of people who are very passionate about standing up for what's right. And this is what we're doing. Do we have anybody out there that's still supporting Donald Trump? Identify yourselves in the comment section, and we'll get you in here. We'll get you out of here as soon as possible. If you can honestly handle being honest. All right. Good morning, Sweet Peaches. How are you doing?
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
I was listening, and I just wanted to remind you of something. Let me pull this up really quickly. How you been this morning, Zeus?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. How about you?
Good. Just another day in this horrible presidency.
Amen. Amen. But you know what? You're making it better. Keep up the wonderful work you're doing.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I just wanted to show you something really quick. Let me flip the camera around here. Oh. And there you go. Do you remember these posts?
Oh, in order to get elected, Barack Obama will start a war. Oh, Barack will attack Iran in order to get... Oh, yeah, I remember everything. I remember all of this, yeah. Just attacking a black man. Isn't it amazing? He's been keeping Obama's name in his mouth for this long.
Since 2011.
What?
2011.
Wow. Something is... Oh, my gosh. In a way, we could probably make the argument, honestly, that he's the one that's constantly traumatizing his own supporters by bringing Obama up so much. And it's all projection. You there, Sweet Peaches?
Absolutely, I'm here.
Yeah.
I had just pulled up to get an oil change, and I was sitting and listening to it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I just wanted to show you that, yeah, this didn't age well for him. Because if we replaced Obama's name with his name, it was as if he was able to just tell the future.
Yeah.
Right?
Projection.
Because he's done everything in his power to try to keep his name in everybody's mouths and in the forefront. So
yeah,
here we are. I just wanted to remind you of that. But again, thank you so much for coming by the other day.
You're welcome.
It was much appreciated, and I love hearing your voice and your perspective on things. Keep doing you, Sushi.
Hey, you too. Oh my God, that's the amazing Sweet Peaches. Runs great shows. Seriously. And she has way more patience and knowledge than I do. So thank you. And, good luck on that oil change. Hopefully you get a discount considering what Donald Trump's doing to the oil and whatnot. All right. All right, W. I'm so sorry. Do we have any Trump voters out there? Go ahead and identify yourselves. I'm looking. I don't think there's any Trump voters in here, which is fine. A lot of people say, I like the show Zeus when we don't hear from MAGA. That's what they tell me. And that's fine too. All right. Moving it along. All right. Let's see, who do we got next? Ladies and gentlemen. You said those are the best shows, A6. Wow, y'all wild out there. Y'all are so wild. Oh my goodness. Or Vegas. Y'all don't like Vegas. Did we learn a lot? Did you see Vegas girl get pulled over yesterday, ladies and gentlemen? Come on now. Y'all got to pray for people like that. When they get up here and they tell me they got a Mercedes. Good morning, Takesha. How are you?
Good morning, Zeus. I'm just here to grift.
Okay.
Don't forget that my Cash App is in the bio. Because that's all I come on here to do is, I just come on here to grift. And so if y'all don't have Cash App, you can always inbox me for my PayPal or my Venmo. I don't want y'all to miss out on giving me the grifting money that I come on here to get every day.
You should drop the R, Takesha, and just call it gifting, right? Because here's
No. That's not what the person said, though. I am grifting.
Oh.
So as long as I'm grifting, y'all have those three options to give me your money. Cash App is in the bio. Inbox me for my PayPal and my Venmo. Because some people don't have, Cash App. So Venmo me, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, please.
I'm just grifting.
Support a sister, please, all right?
Yeah, I'm
you know
grifting.
What, Takesha? It's amazing. When I thought about this, do they say that about Donald Trump?
No, they don't.
They don't. Remember when he sent the photo of the soldier that lost their lives and he used that to raise money?
Yes, Zeus.
When he was getting taken to court, he used that to make money. Didn't he sell some gold sneakers and sell gold?
Remember I had made those
the leaky
cheeks 2000.
Yeah.
Yes.
But when a black woman does it, these folks crash
grifting.
out.
It's grifting, and she's talked about. And she's grifting because she's poor. She needs that money,
That's
Zeus.
sad.
So I got to get up here and represent the grift.
When Charlie Kirk passed away, they turned it into the massive grift of the decade.
They did, Zeus.
And painted their faces red and raised all kinds of money. Didn't they all?
Right.
I am Charlie Kirk. And they grifted like you wouldn't
you
believe.
You and I are on here grifting, Zeus. So I don't want them to be disappointed. So, hey.
You do what you do. I don't think of it as grifting, because honestly, it's real work. It's real work that you do, Takesha. I just had to say that.
Thank you, babe. But CXJJR.
Oh, they want to talk to you?
Want my attention so bad. They talk at me every day
let's see
in
if
the
we can get them up
comments.
here.
Instead of calling me by my real name, because, I guess he don't know his alphabets, he calls me LaQuisha. That doesn't bother me, Zeus. It doesn't show nothing but his ignorance and that he doesn't know what alphabets are. But every day, I come up here, they say something. Let it go. I'm not available. I'm not available, sweetie. I'm not available.
You hear that? See it?
But let me say this, Zeus, so I can get down and give everybody else their time. President Xi ain't talked to Trump. Every time he say to talk to China, China come out and say, "No, we ain't talk to him." You're not opening up the strait because you don't own it.
Oh.
It's not even in the United States. Cut it out,
That part.
Donald Trump. Nobody believes you. What you're about to do is taco out. Go on and sign the deal.
Yep.
And let them people, they gonna own up they straight to you. And everybody else getting through.
Yep.
Your blockade ain't working, because why would China care about you opening up the strait when they already got through it, Zeus? When they already got through the blockade, why would they care if you open it or not, Zeus?
Yeah.
If they still getting through, what would they be happy? What are you stopping? Nothing. Cut it out, Donald Trump.
Thank you.
And for those two men that tried to distinguish between the Pope and Trump and what they fight for, those are fence straddlers, Zeus. Those are
lukewarm.
I know they got splinters in their man paws for the way they straddling that fence when it come to being on the side of right and being on the side of wrong, Zeus. And that's all Miss Kiki got to say.
All right.
You have a great day, Zeus.
All right. And hit that Cash App, ladies and gentlemen. That's Takesha right there. We support black business on this show, and so don't get it twisted. W's in the chat. We support all business if it's good business, but in particular black business. Strategic. Okay, let's see. I can do that. Let's see. Good job. All right, Rick, you said bring up strategic. Good morning, strategic. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, Zeus. I don't know if you remember me. It's
I
been a
remember
while.
you. I remember you. It's been a while. You've been doing good though, right?
I've been doing good. I've been out here fighting a good fight in person and on here as well. So
fair enough. Fair enough. It was awesome to see you and check in with you.
Like, I came up here today because there's a lot of us here, a lot of people here that watch your live that have student loans here and signed up for the Save Act.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk about this for a moment here. We're in Donald Trump's economy where ground beef is $16, $17 here for 2 pounds. Groceries are expensive. Gas is over $4.20 a gallon here. People are struggling, but yet we're supposed to be paying back our student loans here starting in May. My first payment is due May 7th. It's $130 a month. And I don't know what I'm gonna do, brother.
Wow.
I really don't. I'm like, I have to now pay the student loans. I have to pay for my roof that I had installed. I gotta pay my mortgage, my utilities. After I get done paying this, I'm gonna barely have $20 for food every 2 weeks, and I don't even qualify for any kind of government assistance because I make too much money.
Wow.
So. And it's like I'm stuck between a pickle, and then I also have to caregive for my father as well. So it's like I don't have the ability to get a second job. Like, how many other people are in this struggle here that are not having to pay back their student loans in this struggling economy?
Like, when I win, I will immediately bring prices down.
Starting day one.
Listen, I know you're in a bad position, but maybe these words will soothe you. Let's listen to this.
So when I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one. A vote for Trump means your groceries will be cheaper. We're going to bring prices way down, and we're going to get it done fast. It's going to bring down prices of everything. We're going to get the energy prices down almost immediately. We're going to reduce energy and electricity prices. It'll also bring your grocery bill way down. Prices will come down. You just watch. They'll come down, and they'll come down fast, not only with insurance, with everything. How can a family afford that?
Let me ask you something. Did that make you feel a little bit better?
It did make me feel a little bit better. Everything he campaigned on, they campaigned on no new wars and no new conflicts. Here, that's gone here. His supporters are clapping for the war in Iran and him taking over Venezuela.
Wait a second. You said that made you feel a little bit better, though, honestly. It made you feel better just hearing him say that, didn't it? But it didn't do anything for you, though.
It didn't do anything. Like, everything he campaigned on was a lie. He said he was going to cut your electric bill in half. My electric bill has gone up. My gas bill has gone up here. Like, my mortgage has gone up here.
Yeah.
Like, everything has gone up. Inflation is over 3% now.
Wow. Yeah.
He said no new wars, no new conflicts, but yet here we are in Iran, unaliving school children. Like, it's all crazy here. And you know what? I think he's panicking right now because he knows when November comes that we're going to take back the House, and there's might be a strong possibility we take back the Senate.
Yep.
So he's freaking out about that.
Yep. Well, and that's what he deserves. He honestly deserves to be held accountable for all of the lies that he told. And like you said, it sounded real good to hear a president say, this is what I'm coming to do, right? It sounded real good. But when you listed everything you're dealing with, and this isn't even, we're in the second quarter of this entire presidency. You know what I'm saying? And look at where he has us. Over a barrel. And every day it's another excuse for why we need to give him and his administration more of our money. And the reason I separate it like that, because while he's president, he is still asking his supporters to donate to his campaigns, isn't he?
Like, when is the grift going to end with him? Like, I can't wait for the day that he eats that final Big Mac here and just like croaks over.
Oh, wow. Seriously, that's how he makes you want to feel. It's so sad. This is what's going on, whether it's, like you said, when is the grift over, MAGA? And then they'll get upset with you. You come on TikTok, you put in the work, people support you, and they'll call you a grifter. But then they'll turn around and empty out their entire savings for Donald Trump and his grift. These folks are nothing but a bunch of hypocrites.
And you know what, Brother Zeus,
What's
here is
that?
like it's funny that I'm seeing like a lot of videos on TikTok of Trump supporters saying, "Well, I didn't vote for this, and gas is expensive here." You exactly voted for this. We told you so. Like whoever the next Democrat president is, their agenda should be ran on "I told you so."
Yep.
And there's
That's
there's
true.
that. Like that's what it literally should have been. Kamala was right about everything here.
Yep.
And you know, I've been kind of going after aspects of the left here with them saying, "Oh, we didn't vote for Kamala because of her taking APAC. She took $9 million of APAC money, but she should be unalive for that by aspects of the left. But Donald Trump took $230 million from APAC, and he should get a pat on the back." And that's why I'll never forgive some of the aspects of the left, because some aspects of the left are just as bad as aspects of the right with misogyny and racism.
Facts. Well, you know what, Strategic? I got to give it to you. W's in the chat. They got so mad. This is why I say, honestly, this is a wake-up call for the entire country. This presidency, unfortunately, it's a wake-up call in a way that it had to happen. It had to happen. I was unaware, honestly, of how delusional folks in this country were in terms of matters around racism, misogyny, sedition, and P3DO behavior. I now truly understand a lot of people in the United States, unfortunately, have no problem with it. As long as they think there's something they can get on the other side of the transaction, they'll tolerate racism, they'll tolerate misogyny, they'll tolerate sedition, and they'll even tolerate Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of folks are sick, ladies and gentlemen. But listen, Strategic, I got it moving on, all right?
Yeah. And I'm going to finish up with this here. Like, you know, I'm like, this is twice this country has failed women. They failed in 2016 for not electing Hillary Clinton, and they failed again in 2024 by not voting for a qualified black woman that worked in all three branches of government, had an extensive resume here and stuff like that. And this is exactly why I shifted from the far left to the center left, because you go far left enough, you go back to the right.
Hey, here you go. I hear you.
But you take it easy, Brother Zeus. I'm glad that you're doing good, and I hope you have a peaceful rest of your day and give these MAGA losers the runaround that they need.
I will, and you've just given me a lot more motivation and determination and inspiration. All right, Strategic? All right? Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, W's in the chat for Strategic. Who is this? Brown-eyed girl. Brown-eyed girl. You got something to say? Brown-eyed girl, you got something to say to Big Zeus? Because what I don't like is I really don't like to see just people in the comment section spouting stuff. Could be a Russian bot. Send a guest request or just zip it. We're running a very, very clean operation this morning, and we don't need you coming in here and just saying a bunch of nonsense. None of us buy it, all right? Moving it along.
Hey, Zeus.
Hey, how's it going? You're okay?
Yeah, I have a doctor's appointment, but I wanted to. I was thinking about this while you were talking. When a firefighter sets a fire, what is he called?
An arsonist.
And if he puts it out, what's he
A
called?
firefighter.
So here's the thing. There's an actual syndrome when firefighters set fires so that they have to rush out to take care of the fire, and then they get accolades for it and they get those endorphins. It's actually called the hero syndrome.
Oh, I've heard of this, yes.
It's actually called the hero syndrome, and it's a felony, by the way, for those of you who don't know it.
And that's a passing grade if you're a Trump voter.
Yeah. So if you're a sitting president and you attack a country, you following me?
Yeah. Break it down.
You're sitting president and you attack a country, and then you go on Fox News to tell them that you're ending the 9th war. What are you doing?
I would argue
committing war crimes. Because if you're only booming a country based on what Sweet Peaches put up, which was ironic that she put that list up, because that's where I was going with this.
Yeah.
Is you always like to accuse someone else of crimes when you're actually planning to commit them. It's like the cheater, right? The cheater will accuse you of cheating while they're cheating, because that's what they're doing. Their guilt is coming out, so they have to accuse you of something. It's the same mental health process we're watching in this sitting president.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to switch it up. If the firefighter does what's called a controlled burn, what is that called?
What do they call that? I don't know.
Training.
That's training.
That's a legit thing.
Yeah.
They do it what's called a controlled burn to mitigate the loss, right? So that if there's a forest fire, right?
Yeah.
And so if a sitting president uses the proper processes, like, I don't know, Congress, to actually defend the United States and use the proper monetary things that they're supposed to do of laundering money, stealing money, firing entire groups of people, harming the programs, all of these people that are MAGA that are sitting here supporting this, and then hearing Strategic talk about student loans, right?
Yeah.
If you're firing all the people that are supposed to be doing the programs that protect the American people, whose tax dollars you're using as the sitting president, as the sitting administration, then you're using the funds accordingly to protect the American people, to feed the American people, to educate the American people, none of which this president is doing, none of which this administration is doing. So it's befuddling to me that this particular group of people continues to defend something or someone who is stealing their money and their ability to protect their farms, to protect their health care, their food programs, etc. So Gaza, right?
Yeah.
Remember Gaza? Because it used to exist. The people of Palestine used to exist until it was flattened by who?
The country.
Yeah.
Yep,
that country. And who was running that country?
Bibi.
Yeah, Netanyahu. So Netanyahu is a corrupt international war criminal who everybody has literally stated has committed these crimes, not just recently, but prior to. And the other sitting presidents refused to assist him in the annihilation of people. But this sitting administration decided to join in, right?
Yeah.
So I'm curious if they're continuing to say, you had that guy that was walking in the halls that was a Roman Catholic who said that the Pope needed to stick to poping and the president needed to stick to policy.
Yeah.
Well, if no policy is being followed and no policy is being passed by the current administration and signed into law, and if no policy is happening in legislatures or not legislating, why are we still having to pay them with our tax dollars?
Very good questions. Where are the Trump voters at that are listening to this show? Can you please answer these questions? A lot of us have these questions, and we would love to get your input.
Yeah, I would actually love people to tell me, because when they say I like some of his policies, you ever notice that MAGA can never tell you a policy?
Yeah.
I support what he's doing. What is he doing? They have to talk in generalizations. And you know where they learn that from is when you talk in generalizations, you're lying. Typically, you're lying about everything in your surrounding, even in your personal lives. If your partner's like, oh, I've got things to do. Okay, just for everybody to know about communication skills, right? If your partner constantly talks in generalizations and they don't tell you where they're going, if they don't say, hey, I have errands, I'm meeting Susie, we're going to get our nails done, and I'll see you guys at 5, right?
Yeah.
That's giving you exact they don't have to tell you every single iota minute, but they're giving you it because there's nothing to hide. They're telling you, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going, be back at 5, love you, bye.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the person that tells you, I've got things to do, I've got errands to run, I got to meet a friend, right? Those are the people that are trying to keep you out of their business completely. They do not want you to know who they're meeting, where they're going, what they're spending, or why. So it's really important for people to understand that when you have a sitting president who can't tell you policy, who can't tell you scripture, who can't talk about the specifics, who will tell you that he's responsible for saving the world, right?
Yeah.
While he's causing it to be on fire, there's your problem.
Wow.
When you have an administration walking the halls, when you've got the Corey Mills and the Tony Gonzalez's that were already being investigated for crimes against women or fraud or defrauding, but they waited until Swalwell got in trouble, which again, as Democrats, we're like, bye Swalwell, get him, investigate him, do everything you have to do. But that's the difference between handling business and not handling business. That's the difference between using policy and procedure in with legislatures versus the Republicans. I mean, look how long we dealt with, what was his name? God, do we even know his real name? Georgie Porgy Puddin' and Pie.
Oh, Santos?
Yeah. What
George
was his other?
Santos?
Yeah, he had like 5 names.
Oh.
And a drag name.
I don't know about those names, but I know what he was into. I know what, and you know, to each their own. Just live your truth. That's it. Live your truth.
Right. But the point is, the truth for him was never a truth. Everything was, as again, talked in generalizations, defrauded the country, took our taxpayer money, stole campaign finance.
Yeah.
But then they'll try to go after Letitia James for a mortgage loan that 3 other people in Congress had done the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm. And he's pardoned fraudsters.
Exactly. Multi-million-dollar fraudsters.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then I was sitting here when you were talking, I was wondering, okay, so if the regime in Iran, they keep using this. So I want everybody to start paying attention. When you hear Republicans interviewed, when you hear the president's people talk, I want you to remember this. When they say that the Pope never addressed 50,000 Iranians being attacked, or how come nobody was upset that they were attacking their own people and that they're evil, right? Or they would use the term death to America, right? That's what they would tell you to listen to. How is it any different when a sitting president and his administrators do the same thing? When they're dropping boom booms on school children,
Facts.
when they're talking about destroying an entire civilization of people,
Facts.
when they tell you that they're gonna obliterate the Iranians, okay, there's no different. So I want you guys to start listening to the very thing that this administration is doing, because they were incapable of diplomacy. They were incapable of peace. They were incapable of anything that did not earn them some type of money or some type of lust for power.
Amen.
And it's breaking up on them. And then I have a bone to pick with Takesha, because Takesha, I thought I was the grifter.
Oh, we're all, well, W's in the chat for Jim. Hit Jim's Cash App too. You should feel ashamed of yourself, Jim.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, Takesha, I thought I was the bad one. I thought I was the grifter.
Oh.
I thought I was the one, the loudmouth. Never to be taken seriously.
Wow.
I mean,
Look
folks
at it.
had a lot.
Look at it. She says Cash App Wednesdays for Jim. Go
Yeah.
ahead. And what you did to Vegas yesterday, Jim, I gotta tell you, I was worried about you, because I said, God, it should be illegal what you did to her. The way you just broke her down to the levels. I mean, do you feel bad when you do that to people like Vegas? Because you were a little harsh on her. You know that?
Who?
It was diabolical. I thought about it and I said, wow, it should be illegal for you to do that. And like you said, you did that and you were grifting at the same time. Unacceptable. But
You know, there's an old proverb that talks about owls and their wisdom.
Oh.
So I will let you know when I have any sympathy for people who harm America.
Fair enough. I'll take your word. W, Jim. All right. Well, listen.
So on that note, I'm out. Everybody have a wonderful Wednesday, and make sure that you are reminding people to vote. And I'm just going to say this. If you have not made your physical appointments, if you have not checked in with your doctors for a full physical, your dentist for a full checkup, your eye exams, colonoscopies, mammograms, pap smears, now's the time, folks. While we still have access to medical care, make your appointments for yourself, your spouse, your children, your parents. Take care of you right now.
Amen.
This is the time, because it is being proactive, not reactive, that makes a difference in your life. And I know people are like, the dentist isn't that important. Eyesight's not that important. When you have dental problems, it can lead to heart problems. When you guys can't see, it can be a precursor to other health conditions going on.
Oh, well, then that explains why we're having a problem with MAGA, especially, you get them in the box coming out of the trailers, few of their teeth are missing, maybe you're onto something. Maybe.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh,
and then
that's amazing, huh? I didn't think
and then
about
with
that.
the background in mental health and behavioral science, I also want to remind people, never be ashamed when you're going through something and you need to talk to someone.
Yeah.
Please make sure if you're feeling any feelings, if you're having thoughts of harming yourself, please call 988 if you don't have access to mental health care. Get your resources, make an appointment, especially if you're a veteran or a law enforcement officer serving this nation.
Yeah.
It's something that is very, very, very close to my heart. Make sure you're taking care of you, and thank you for everything that you do every day, Zeus. We appreciate you so very much.
I appreciate you. W's in the chat for Jim, the beautiful Jim. No lies detected.
Wow. Have a blessed day, everybody.
All
Peace
right.
out.
You too. You too. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. See that, ladies and gentlemen? No lies detected. Where are the Trump voters? Anybody out there worshiping Donald Trump this morning? Who's worshiping Donald Trump in the chat still, or have we silenced them all? Where are the Zeus haters at? They struggle. They sit out there. They go, oh, Zeus, I hate. They're disintegrating Tara. W Tara. All right. Thank you. We take no prisoners over here. All right. And again, yeah, I think what happened yesterday, they learned. They said, you know what? It's better we just lay low and don't let any of them spot us, because the moment we get brought into that, the box, they swear up and down they're cooking me. They swear up and down, every single one of them. They swear up and down they've dog walked me. They've dog walked you. They've, they get up here, but then they go back and then they hit the replay and then they go, oh, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see how I embarrassed myself and did this and that. You don't see it because you're totally out of your mind. Okay, let's go. Who do we got here, ladies and gentlemen? DM Messenger. Good morning. Well, I don't see anything. Oh, wow. How did that happen? DM Messenger, I don't know if I can see you. I don't see DM Messenger. Okay, well, never mind. For some strange reason, it's okay, timed out. All right, fair enough. Let's see. Who do we got? Okay, who do we got?
Hey, good morning, Zeus. How are you?
Good morning. How are you, Sunrise? Welcome. You meant to
What's up?
to send a guest request, or was this an
Oh no, I absolutely didn't mean to
What's
send
up?
a
What's
request.
up?
What's up, Zeus? What's up, everybody in the kingdom?
Nice to see you.
So, first and foremost, Jim was epic yesterday.
Thank you.
Yo, the bar that she spit about Vegas looking for a village on this app, and she's the village idiot. Man, listen.
Wow. Like I said,
chef's kiss.
Yeah. I thought about it and I said, I don't think she understood what happened yesterday. I honestly don't.
So I was on a panel and I was telling a few individuals how epic Jim was. And just like Poltergeist, you call a name 3 times and here comes Vegas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So she was just saying some very, she was in the comments. We don't permit her up on the panel. But nasty as always, bigoted as she has grown to be because of the people that she runs with.
Right.
And then she started saying how there were pictures depicted of us calling Obama millennial Jesus.
Oh, yeah, I remembered that. I'm like, I never did that.
I never did that. I've never even seen it. But furthermore, was he the one that put that out there? Obama didn't tweet a picture of him looking like Jesus.
Never has.
Never have. Then she told a friend of mine, I sent Sunrise an apology last week and she can go F herself. So I looked because I have her blocked. There's no reason for me to have a, friendship with her. So she went to my backup.
Stalker behavior.
And requested stalker behavior. And it's just like, I'm so sorry. I was very mean and rude and ignorant to you. And my apologies. Hope all is well. Have a great weekend. Now, this was last Friday. So yesterday, when I got with her because of what she said about our quote, millennial Jesus, now I have to go F myself. Something is mentally wrong with these people. The fact that your life is so sad that you have to search for a village of people on this app, and that's fine, right? We have foster friendships on this app.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that you politicize your friendships and go from one side to the other based upon who's friendly with you at the time. It's crazy work.
That's somebody that, and again, you're right. I guess you're totally right. When you move that fast from one side to another, it's something going on upstairs that's beyond us on TikTok, right?
And let's not forget, she also threatened to sue me for defamation for me repeating what she has said publicly.
Oh.
Not knowing that my brother-in-law is a criminal defense attorney. I have him on retainer free of charge. She can try me any day of the week if she wants to.
Oh my goodness. All this for Donald Trump. Think about this. Instead of just saying, hey guys, I'm wrong. He's a POS. He is doing harmful things to the country, to the communities. Instead of doing that, we got to go into this completely different direction with folks just so that they can learn and understand. This is crazy. This is insanity.
It's insanity. The fact that Obama couldn't wear a tan suit. Michelle couldn't wear her arms out. They couldn't even give someone the fist bump. They tried everything to ridicule this man and his family.
Think about that.
Yet he was.
I can't hear you.
Sorry, got a phone call. To our knowledge, he's been faithful to his wife, has a beautiful family. Yet you voted for someone who could not retain not one, not two, holding on to the third, but she don't freaking like him. She can't even live in the same house as him.
Facts.
Y'all worried about his tan suit. Y'all worried about the fist bumps. Y'all worried about Michelle's diesel arms because she works out and takes care of herself. She didn't need to have surgery to do none of that crap to look like she does.
Facts.
Yet this man can pose himself to be Jesus. This man can say that he wants to, hurt a country full of people, a G-side. This person can make fun of disabled people. This man can call a woman piggy. He can do all of that, and all of that is okay. All of that is okay with y'all.
Sick.
You cannot hold your people accountable. You cannot hold this man accountable at all.
Can't.
This is a sickness. Their brains are, I swear to God, their brains are going to be studied in years to come.
Wow. W Sunrise. You ain't lying. You ain't lying, but they're going to be studied for what not to do. All right, and don't let yourself get carried away like these folks. Right? That's how they're going to look at it.
I swear, I just want people to research. You guys, just Google the brain and its correlation with cult-like behavior.
Facts.
And it will give you a breakdown of everything that is going on with these people. Look at the manigula part of the brain.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, just read it.
Yeah. Read it if they can, right? W Sunrise. They know what you're saying, Sunrise. Seriously. Alrighty then.
Alrighty, Zeus. Have a good day, and in the kingdom, enjoy your hump day. We're halfway through the week.
Fair enough.
I know we got a lot of mess going on in this world, but we have our families, we have our loved ones. Keep pushing, keep smiling. You know.
Yes.
We'll get through this.
We will, and we shall.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. W Sunrise, no lies detected. All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Poetivity. Nice to see ya. Who do we got out there, ladies and gentlemen? Who do we got? Diana Marie, welcome. I don't think we spoke before. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Uh-oh. Look at that. Uh-oh. Polona. Polona, are you there? I hear the birds chirping. They're not showing anything. The boxes aren't showing anything. I guess TikTok is glitching. Wow. You don't see anything on your end? Wow. Look at that. Look at now. I see Diana. Do you see Diana there? But now I don't see Diana. Diana, are you there? Okay, Diana, are you there? Now Diana isn't there. It's glitch talk, ladies and gentlemen. It's glitch talk. All right, well, we are going to move it along. We got to move it along. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's see. Who do we got? Let's see. Yeah, they're messing with me. Stanley. Stanley Gibson.
Hey, Zooks.
Yes, did you mean to send me a guest request?
No, you know, I'm listening to you every day. I just log in and put on the phone and what listening every day. So sorry about that.
You know what that means, right?
Yeah, I know.
What does it mean? Because you just said you know so fast. What does it mean?
Galaxy, I know.
Okay, all right. W's in the chat for Stanley.
Question, right over here.
All right, what you
You know, I
got?
play music. I'm a DJ. I'm trying to get your music. Oh, I can't get the music.
The music, it's under my artist.
Yeah.
You gotta go look up my artist name. All right, I put it in the chat for you. There you go.
All right, cool, thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, W's in the chat for Stanley. And Stanley, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, so sorry. So sorry. W's in the chat. All right, who do we got next? Buckaroo, good morning. Buckaroo.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Oh, that was an
Can you hear me?
That was an accident too?
No, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Was it an accident?
It wasn't an accident, but I'll tell you a couple of things, mate.
Well, you know the rules for the if you accidentally request up, you know the rules, right?
Yeah, I won't be swearing.
No. 2 galaxies. Do you got that on you?
Oh no, I'm a poor old man, mate. Poor old pensioner here from Australia.
Oh, you're from Australia. Oh, well then
Yeah.
well, I don't want to take your money this morning. I don't want to take your money.
Now listen.
I don't want to.
You know, hey.
I don't want to.
You know, you're Triple H.
Okay, you're talking. What do you got? What else?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I got my Triple H too. That old Trumpy's go. What Trumpy's going crook about?
Oh, yeah, hold on. Hold on. You kind of. Did I hear you correctly, sir? You said
Yeah, I got something.
you're kind of Triple H.
No, I got, well, not me, but I got my Triple H that Mr. Trump hates. It's Hamas, Hezbollah, and Houthi.
Oh, huh. Oh, you're telling a joke. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pushing it, though. Okay, because I don't want to do that with the Triple H effect that I got going on right now. You can't. I don't even want any kind of similarities like that.
So,
All right. Did you write that joke yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
I'm in trouble there, am I?
You definitely done something that my review team is going to check into and look at. But you're listening to me from the land down under, so to speak, huh?
Yeah, in Victoria, Australia.
Okay, shout out to Victoria, Australia. You see, ladies and gentlemen, we have reach. How long have you been listening to Big Zeus in Australia?
I've been watching you since during the 24 campaign.
Oh, wow.
A couple of years, I think.
Wow, Buckaroo. Well, it's an honor to meet you, my good friend from the land down under. I might end up going to Australia one day.
Well, now you come on our TV here at 11:30 at night.
Oh, it's 11:30 at night right now.
Yeah. Well, now it's 1:30 doing here. Now 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, it's 1:30 in the morning. Okay.
Your show's still over.
Okay, fair enough.
But with all the daylight saving mix-ups, you know, all our times go arse overhead everywhere.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've got to wait till 1:30 before you come on. So it's all now back to equal now.
Yeah.
No daylights.
Yeah. Well, listen up. I gotta say, I appreciate you coming up here, but the rule is 2 galaxies, and I kind of already let you get past that. And I'm gonna go ahead and say I forgive you. All right, my good friend from the land down under. I forgive you. You're good. All right, W Aviator.
I'll move on now, Zeus. Thanks very much for listening to me anyway, mate.
All right, I forgive you, brother. And work on those jokes. You got to work on those jokes, Buckaroo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, W's in the chat for Kabira. Wow, Kabira. Thank you. You made one exception, right? Yeah, someone said practice dad jokes. W Kabira, W Dolphin. Uh-oh, look who we have this morning. Good morning, Nutty. Welcome to the show.
So I want to piggyback off my girl, Takesha. Since this is Grifting Wednesday, I might as well get in here and grift as well.
Yeah. Support black business.
If their check is big enough, Zeus.
Yeah.
If their check is big enough, just DM me. I'll give you my address. But the check has to be big enough. It has to be big enough for me to give you my address. Like let's get it. Let's get it. Listen. It costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money to run campaigns.
True.
It costs a lot of money to run campaigns. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm grifting.
There you
go.
go.
Grifting because I want to represent the people.
Amen. Y'all know what, Nutty. Y'all support the brother if you can, because you got to be a cheerful giver. But yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what, Nutty? It bothers me because as soon as people of color start coming together, trying to do something positive, you got to deal with this narrative out here sometimes where it's like, oh, you're just doing it for money. And you sit back and you go, so should we be going out robbing and stealing? Because that's what they want us to do. Then they can say,
that's the stereotype.
Look at you. What's with all the black on black crime? Okay, so we're not robbing and stealing. We're literally online talking about politics. We're pushing back against evil and bad behavior. And then they turn around and they say, well, look at you. You're just a grifter. I mean, they got so many ways of just attacking black folks and people of color. It's disgusting. And women. These are some sick people.
Yeah, it is. But on a serious note, before I forget, what's the gentleman that just came up here and talked about his student loans? What was his name? Strategic. I do want to give you a piece of information. And for anyone else in the kingdom, this is me being serious now. There is something within your student loans that is called income based. If your student loans are set to resume paying back your student loans, you can apply for that. Now, is it going to stop your student loans? No, it's not. But it will put a pause. It will put a pause without the interest without the interest. Okay, so you should get on that today. If you know that your student loans are going to begin in May, get on that today. Apply for income based. Now you'll have to send them a copy of your last, I think, 2 years of tax returns. I think it's 2 years. I'm not sure, but you'll have to prove the income base. But the thing is, you're looking for that pause, something that where you don't have to do it in May, right? Because I know people. You're right. You got bills. You got higher gas, higher groceries, higher rents, higher mortgage. Because folks, when your mortgage increases, that means your insurance is increasing. That's how your mortgage increases. So strategic, get on it today. Anyone else dealing with student loans, that's one of the few things you have left that this administration hasn't taken from you.
Wow.
So before they take it from you, apply for it, because once you apply for it and you have it in the system, and then they come back and try to take it, the courts have ruled that they can't do it then. They can't take it from you once you've already been approved for it.
Wow.
So I would get on that today. Sorry to interrupt you, Zeus, but I wanted to tell strategic.
No. What we want to do is get as much help out here to folks, because to your point, there's real consequences that are happening to folks all over this country as a result of just the policies Trump and his administration are promoting. So yeah, that's good news.
Right. So that wasn't just for strategic. That's for anyone else over the 1,000 people that are, including you, Vegas. Because as much as we don't like you, we still don't want you going hungry, even though you voted to go hungry.
Oh, come on now.
Well, I know you say you didn't vote for it, but the devil is a lie. We know you voted for it. So anyway, Zeus,
y'all crack
listen,
me up.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Well, see,
y'all crack me
Vegas
up on this show because you know who these folks are. You know the demonic force they're under, and y'all just keep giving it to them, just giving it to them. And I'm saying, wow, somebody does have to go to hell, so I get it.
Well, you know what, Zeus? In the black community, we're always taught, especially in the religious black community, we're always taught you don't play with the devil. That's why Vegas Girl gets no love here, because we don't play with the devil. That's why Tiny Tank Top Tim gets no love. That's why DJ gets no love. That's why Snuggles gets no love. That's why especially Dame. That's why the devil doesn't get any love, because we don't play with the devil. Because if you let the devil ride, what's the song? He's surely gonna want to drive.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say
don't
slide.
Let the devil ride.
Oh, W nutty right there. There you go.
So with that being said, we are gonna keep our foot on not only their neck, but on their head.
Yeah.
We are gonna squish the demon out of them. And you still have to find grace from us once the demon comes out, because now you're going to have to prove to us that the demon is completely gone. And then you're going to have to, it's called recompense. Look it up. Look the word up, because I know they don't know what it means.
That got to do
means
with money?
You're going to have to, they're going to have to prove to us, and then they're going to have to give us something for all the harm that they've caused, not only to us, but to the people around them, the people of this nation, the people of this country that has to listen to their BS, that has to put up with the vote that they place on that ballot box.
Yeah.
So Takesha talked about it earlier with these fence stragglers.
Yeah.
That is absolutely Vegas Girl. Vegas Girl comes over here and she has this little tone. You know, what's one of the bears? It was Stacy. It's Stacy, the bear Stacy.
Oh, Stacy doesn't
want
to talk politics no more.
You know, she comes in with that nice calm voice, that voice that makes you. You know, that's Vegas Girl right there. But Vegas Girl has started to get a little mean, because she knows that we see right through that pale skin of hers.
I do.
We see through her, and no longer are we being misled by her stupidity.
Yeah.
So you have to recompense.
Yeah, recompense.
That's the
get it together.
That's the song of the day. Recompense. You're gonna have to prove to us that the harm that you've done is worthy of forgiveness and worthy of you being brought back into a community.
Amen.
Other than that, Zeus, appreciate you, brotber. Appreciate
I
you.
appreciate you, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, the new grifter in
y'all
the
have a great
kingdom,
day.
Nutty. This is Nutty. He's a grifter. He's a grifter, whatever. But he works hard for it, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, well, listen up. I think we've reached that point in the show, and I did see someone write that they're a sinner. Panay B, did you say you're a sinner? I really do hope you find it in your heart to at least ask God to forgive you, and you truly, truly repent, because we don't want to go out like that, right? That's a huge W, Zeus. But I think we've reached the pinnacle on today's show. I don't think we have anybody else out there that is struggling with the MAGA demon. Do we have any Trump voters out there that have listened to today's broadcast and disagree with anything before I get up out of here? I like to make myself, and I do this every show, I like to say, all right, who disagrees with me? Because the one thing that really, it just blows me away, and I just have to chuckle to myself every time, is if I have extra time in my day, I'll pop on to a MAGA live, right? And you've all seen me do it. As soon as I go in there, well, first, this is what you don't know. I end up getting a DM. For instance, Wildman69, he'll send me a DM invite. Come on in here. There's something I need to talk to you about. As soon as I go over there, boom, we start in there, and then next thing you know, I heard, this is what they all say, I heard you on your show today. And I say, what? The whole time that I said, come on up here, you didn't say a word, but you've heard every word. You hear that from the Russian bears. I listened to your shows. Zeus. How did you listen to it? Somebody sent me an invite. Okay, great. And you listened to everything I said, and you lied the whole time. Okay, great. Well, how come you never came up when I was, and they'll say, your minions, this is what they'll say, your minions, I didn't want your minions to beat me up, Zeus, but now I gotcha. This is how they come to me. And next thing you know, one, boom, two, three, next thing you know, there's a room full of like 6 people, and they all say the same thing. Zeus, I heard of you. You spread nothing but hate on your show, and it's a bunch of lies. And then I'll say, well, what did I lie about? And then they'll all of a sudden start asking me, how many submarines went through the Strait of Hormuz on July 6, 2018? Huh, Zeus? Do you know? I said, wow, you all look for the weirdest ways to try to outmaneuver Big Zeus, and it doesn't work. And I just say that's a huge W, Zeus, because honestly, there's really only one person on social media right now, especially TikTok, that has these demons literally trembling. The word is out, MAGA. I already know. Boycott. This is what they say. Don't go to Zeus's live because we don't want to give him that. We don't want to give him any more attention. Yeah, that's what they have to tell themselves, because they understand that nobody believes them. They're all the big bunch of losers, lowlifes, jokes. And it's truly because the truth, ladies and gentlemen, is hitting them all upside the head, and they can't run, and they don't want to see it. They don't want us to be able to laugh at them as they continue to suffer at the hands of their dear leader. But I'm going to keep laughing, all right? Because I truly do believe a hard head makes for a soft you know what. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get up out of here. Yeah, keep going. Keep on just reminding them this is what they voted for as they continue to spiral out of control. All right, I want to give a special thank you to all the subscribers, gifters, moderators, and panelists who came up this morning. Because without you, this show wouldn't be what it is. Entertaining, engaging, and very, very educational. All right, seriously. But on a serious note, I got to give one last round of booze and shame. And we all know who this goes out to. This goes out to all of the Zeus haters who are lurking in the shadows. You know who you are. Do us a favor and go straight to hell. Love you all, seriously. All right.
Silence.
Should we do another? All right, let's listen to this new Lego video that came out, ladies and gentlemen. You know how we like to wrap things up on this show. Oh, yes. Let's see if we can get it pulled up. All right, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's get the Lego video going. You know what this one's about. Trump, you are not Jesus. It's amazing. This stuff writes itself. All right, there you go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He posted himself as Jesus. Yeah. Then said I was just the doctor. Fake Jesus, fake Jesus. You put on the robe and the glowing light, pretending to heal while you start the fight. I ran on his Jesus, the pure and the true. You mocked the faith, what a shame from you. You attack the Pope, calling weak and confused, and drop that AI pick like you're the one who's been chosen. White robe, shining hands, healing the man, while your bombs fall on our children in Iran. The Pope stands tall, says he's not afraid of you. You keep playing savior like the whole world is fooled. You think you're holy? Nah, you're just a clown, pretending to be Christ while you tear the world down. Fake Jesus, fake Jesus. You put on the robe and the glowing light, pretending to heal while you start the fight. I ran on his Jesus, the pure and the true. You mocked the fake, what a shame from you. In Iran, we respect Jesus, the Messiah, the light, a prophet of mercy, a message so bright. You twist it for clout, turn it into a meme while you push for more war and more suffering. You act like the chosen, but the signs are all wrong. Playing Antichrist games while the real ones stay strong. You delete the post quick when the backlash gets loud, but we see the truth, you're just another proud. Sacred defense.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great rest of your morning.
The real one. You fake it for clout, yeah.
Hey. WR. We are out of here. Have a great rest of your morning.